What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. Join us now as we look at this week's edition of SmackDown, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including WWE know that SmackDown is bad, the reason why SmackDown blacked out last night, Rhea Ripley's horrible botch, special guest for John Cena's farewell match tonight, Randy Orton's message to the fans, condolences to Zelina Vega, Undertaker and Michelle McCool replaced in LFG, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos. As always, we won't recap the show, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good, as number 1, Terror Twins reunite. Last night's Terror Twins reunion was a brilliant blend of nostalgia and in-ring action, as fans got to see Damian Priest deal with Aleister Black's advantage of manager Zelina Vega by bringing in his friend Rhea Ripley. Ripley's popularity made her the perfect choice, and while some fans might wonder about the brand split, well, that ship had sailed a long time ago. Number 2, WWE building Ilya Dragunov and the US title. Did WWE falter when it took the US title off Sami Zayn just weeks after he won it? Well, initially it did appear that way, but WWE has booked the title phenomenally by reviving the Open Challenge, with Ilya Dragunov doing his best to put on fantastic matches. Not only is this boosting the US title, it's making fans pay close attention to Dragunov, who looked like an absolute beast last night, getting busted open the hard way in the process. Number 3, the women's tag build continues. Now, is SmackDown's women's singles division trash? Well, we'll save the debate for later, but WWE deserves credit for rebuilding the women's tag division with several top names established and WWE frequently using them in backstage segments and matches to keep the tag titles in everyone's mind. Number 4, Lash Legend looks worthy of a push. Now, is Lash Legend getting pushed too hard? Well, not judging from a singles match against Alexa Bliss. While it never hurts to have a seasoned opponent like Bliss on the other side of the ring, Legend carried her weight, and WWE's decision to push her strongly could pay off very well. Number 5, good references to Cena. Although WWE couldn't have Cena on tonight, they did make sure his name repeatedly came up, including a terrific in-ring showdown between Cody Rhodes and his Saturday night's main event opponent, NXT champion Oba Femi. The line, "In the spirit of hustle, loyalty, and respect, your time is up, and my time is now," was just brilliant. And a tantalizing tease. Rhea Ripley's random encounter with WWE Women's Champion Jade Cargill was a clever move, as it gave WWE fans a chance to wonder what might happen if Ripley crossed paths with Cargill, and sending a message, and a much needed one due to Cargill's complete lack of credible opponents, that Jade may face some competition soon with the Royal Rumble approaching. But that was a good. What about the bad? As number 1, Wyatt's vs MFTs should have ended months ago. And while there are many examples of WWE's inability to move storylines along at anything but a snail's pace, nothing epitomizes this like the Wyatt 6 vs MFTs feud. I wonder how many months it's been since this supposed program began, and like many fans, we're past the point of caring. Number 2, Jade Cargill's push still needs a bit of help. As more bad news for Jade Cargill's push, as this week saw zero sign of her facing anyone but Mishan or B-Fab. Jade Cargill's world title reign will continue to fail as long as WWE holds off on booking her against quality opponents. A draft couldn't be more needed. Number 3, Drew vs Cody is ruining Rhodes' title reign. Drew McIntyre vs Cody Rhodes has gone from a must-see feud to one fans are praying that it ends soon. The feud quickly lost steam as McIntyre never gained a win over Cody Rhodes, and it's dragged on so long that it's damaged Cody's second world title win, with the American Nightmare facing the same opponents again and again and again. Again, a draft is needed. Number 4, 3 hours of SmackDown. Last night's announcement that SmackDown has expanded to 3 hours in 2026 confirmed fans' worst fears, that WWE is ignoring their complaints and that the company can't even book 2 hours of good television, let alone 3. However, as we'll see in the news, there may be some hope. And no John Cena. Now, it's still strange why WWE couldn't book Cena on these final 2 episodes of Raw and SmackDown before Cena's final ever show tonight. Cena had even mentioned that he wanted to do over 220 odd dates, yet WWE specifically chose 36. This decision is still baffling, as why couldn't we have had Cena on his last ever SmackDown the night before his last ever show? That was nothing downright ugly. SmackDown had its moments, but it's hard to imagine the show improving when it expands to 3 hours in January. What did you guys think of the blue brand last night? Let us know in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news. Our first story looks at WWE know that SmackDown is bad right now. The top of today's news is SmackDown's imminent return to 3 hours, and fans' concerns that WWE can't book 2 hours of entertaining TV, let alone 3. Unfortunately, a new report suggests WWE is fully aware of this problem and is working to address it. Bodyslam.net reported, with SmackDown expected to move to 3 hours again at the beginning of 2026, help seems to be on the way. Sources indicate that WWE is expected to give the SmackDown roster a little bit of a boost when they make the move back to 3 hours. WWE is aware that the brand desperately needs help on the creative and talent side. Desperate is a really good word to describe things right now because WWE has struggled to book entertaining shows at times, although to be fair, the last 3 weeks have shown a much improvement. Wrestling News' Andrew Ravens commented on the story, noting a roster shakeup seems likely, and that there's also speculation that Becky Lynch could be moved to SmackDown. Speaking strictly from a kayfabe standpoint, the man has been boycotting Raw due to issues with management. With Bianca Belair injured, the SmackDown Women's division could use a top-tier star, making a trade a logical creative solution. Now, unfortunately, the Blue Brand's women's division is sorely lacking in the singles department due to WWE failing to elevate new stars and it locking down several top-tier talents in its women's tag team division. Do you think WWE will improve SmackDown, or is it more of the usual all talk and no action fans have come to expect from the company? Next up, why did SmackDown black out? Now, fans may have noticed during last night's episode of SmackDown that it briefly blacked out during the tag match of the Terror Twins versus Aleister Black and Zelina Vega. It seems that SmackDown had stretched out a commercial break, and then fans noticed that the screen went black momentarily. Now, there's mainly only two reasons why a screen goes black on a WWE show. The first would be if someone's swearing, like showing up a middle finger, or there was an attire malfunction. It seems that when Ripley went into the turnbuckle, she bounced off and the attire went all over the place, leading to the screen going black. Now, this isn't the first time that fans have seen WWE cut to black after an alleged slip-up, and whilst these situations aren't common, neither are they a rarity. Former WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton had at least 2 occasions where she was wrestling and fans saw the screen go black. The same situations also apply to Charlotte Flair, who's caused many blackouts on WWE shows. While WWE could have its female stars adopt ring wear reminiscent of their Saudi Arabia gear, that doesn't seem likely. And if something should happen, WWE are prepared to black out in a moment's instance. Next up, well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Rhea's tag match also featured a terrifying moment where Rhea Ripley and Zelina Vega could have both been seriously hurt. Inside the Ropes summarized what happened, mentioning, towards the end of the match, an attempted code red was done between Rhea Ripley and Zelina. However, the move almost ended in a terrifying botch when the latter failed to rotate and fell face first, with the former going down with her. Fortunately, it seems like nothing major happened to Zelina and she continued the match. However, it was noted that she struggled to get back into her groove, and the match ended not long after, with Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley getting the victory. A video of the spot quickly surfaced online, with some fans arguing this situation is evidence WWE needs to run more live events so wrestlers can perfect their craft. What do you guys think? Next up, Rhea Ripley is too funny. Thankfully, Rhea wasn't injured during the aforementioned botch, neither was Zelina Vega, but her pride may have been hurt during her exit from the ring. After the Terror Twins defeated Black and Vega, Damian rolled over the top rope effortlessly and Rhea tried the same maneuver, but she didn't succeed as gracefully. Now, it's pretty obvious that this is just a comedy spot and Rhea was doing this on purpose. I'm pretty sure she could do the exact same thing as Damian did, even better. Next up, special guest for Cena's farewell match. Now, spoiler time concerning some surprise guests for John Cena's farewell match tonight, so if you don't want to know these, please skip to the next story. Now, PW Insider is reporting that several big names are expected at the show. This includes Linda and Stephanie McMahon and WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus. Sadly, it doesn't seem like Vince McMahon is going to be turning up tonight. Neither is US President Donald Trump, which was rumored. But don't be surprised to see other names appear, including CM Punk, and we all know that Triple H is probably going to open the show. Sadly, there are recent reports that suggest that Randy Orton won't be there due to commitments in Saudi Arabia. Randy will be at the opening of the Mr. Beast theme park. I mean, thank goodness Randy's going to be there. Next up, CM Punk's schedule for Raw. The CM Punk fans should be happy to hear that the current World Heavyweight Champion is scheduled to appear on this Monday's Raw. The show will also feature a match between Logan Paul and Rey Mysterio, 2 superstars whose beef has quickly built up. Next up, Randy Orton's message to the fans. While the WWE Universe is asking this for months as Orton has been off TV with no word on his return. However, fans can take heart as the Viper recently sent a message via TikTok.
This is Randy Orton with the WWE. I'm at the Grove, and I just want to remind everybody the tickets are still on sale for the Royal Rumble, coming here to Riyadh at the end of January, and tickets are still on sale for SmackDown too, so make sure you get your tickets, and I will see you at the Royal Rumble, or I will see you at SmackDown, and I will 100% see you here at the one and only Grove.
Hopefully we'll have Randy back in time for the Royal Rumble. Next up, condolences to Zelina Vega. A Friday Night SmackDown featured a very gutsy performance from Zelina Vega, not only in the ring, but also what she did behind the scenes. Vega recently suffered a major personal loss when her beloved uncle Michael had just passed away, yet she still showed up to wrestle on yesterday's SmackDown. Vega took to Instagram to share a tribute to her uncle, an excerpt which follows. "This is a post I never thought I'd have to make. It still doesn't feel real. How do I say goodbye to my Michael? How do I combine the right words to describe how incredibly amazing he was? I can't. I've tried to keep a happy face on for everyone and the obligations I have, but I'm heartbroken. He was like a second father to me, and I can't believe we went from celebrating our birthday together last year to where we are today. I went through losing my dad in 2001 to having the highest anxiety knowing that I'll have to say goodbye to you at a funeral on Sunday. I just feel so lost and without meaning. I'm so grateful that I had the best uncle a girl could ever hope for. I would like to offer our condolences to Zelina Vega, her family, and her friends." Next up, an Easter egg is hidden in John Cena's shirt. I get ready for some Easter eggs in John Cena's t-shirt marking his final match, as during an appearance on the Pat McAfee show, John revealed, "Remember when I told you that there were Easter eggs on the shirt? This is never give up. My words about what that means to me. I'm giving you all a spoiler. This is hustle, loyalty, and respect, and in my words, what that means to me. So essentially, they are core pillars and values to my life. They haven't really faltered in 20 years. I'm not the same person I was yesterday. I'm certainly not the same person I was in 2005, 2010. We all evolve, we grow." The 17-time world champion will face Gunther at tonight's Saturday night's main event, a match Gunther is determined to make all about himself by forcing Cena to quit. Whether that happens remains to be seen, but Cena made it clear that this t-shirt is particularly special not only to his fans, but to him. "My core values are persistence, hard work, and seeking long-in connection and just a respect for those who have given me the opportunity and the room around me that has not faltered. So for me to be able to sneak that in on the final, that's a little piece of inside baseball. Michael Cole would get it. Like I said, there are a ton of Easter eggs on this one, but a lot of them are selfish, but I took a ton of real estate on this one." And The Undertaker and Michelle McCool replaced in LFG. Last but not least, changes are in store for the third season of WWE's reality show LFG, where aspiring wrestlers work with WWE legends to learn their craft and earn an NXT deal. PW Insider is reporting that Natalya will replace Michelle McCool, who you may recall replaced Mickie James after season 1. In addition, Kevin Owens will replace The Undertaker. This is a major shakeup. However, coaches Booker T and Bubba Ray will continue working on the show. But there you have it, folks, our look at this week's SmackDown, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.